Hello and welcome back to Lead with Love. So in this one, I do the Return of Senders. I do the Return of Senders every day. It is to return the energy back to wherever the hell it came from. And I've been doing the Jericho Rose. The Jericho Rose, is something that has been around for many years and no one uses it. A lot of people forgot about it, or they don't use it, but it can be used in prayers. So someone commented, they were like, oh, that happens, it turns green, it's biology, it's a natural effects, or that's what's supposed to happen. I'm like, yes, that's what's supposed to happen, but you can also use it in prayer. You can pray, you can talk to God. Like, there's always a way for you to communicate to the spirit. And then it's just people, I don't understand it. It's like whenever you do something or you bring attention to something, they always want to knock you down and make it seem like you don't know. Or, I know the biology, I know the science of a dehydrated flower. You put it in water, it rehydrates, it comes back to life. That's what the Jericho Rose does. It comes back to life. You can use it in prayer. When something is divine, it is from God. Anything that has divine in front of it is from God. And you can use it for God. Hold on. Let me check my coffee. As I was saying, anything that has divine in front of it is from God. But this person, they have Chinese letters. They have Chinese letters on their whatever. It's like you don't have to pray for them. It just does that. They don't die like normal plants. When they dry out, so they come back when they get some water. It's a great miracle of biology and shows the intelligence of nature and the resistance of life. I know that. It says that in the directions of the flower. It says it in the papers that it came with. Like, that's the biology of it. But you can use it for prayer. It's like people they just comment because they just want to be noted. I don't know. It's like this is a spiritual channel. I burn ancestor money here. I try to bring awareness to ancestor money. I don't sell it. I don't sell it, but it is a way for you to build a stronger connection with your ancestors. It's made in China, manufactured in China. It is a tradition in China. I don't even know how anyone, like someone even tried to spin that and say that I copied burning ancestor money from the movie Coco. I'm like, what? Like, it's a totally different concept, but it's like people always try to downplay whatever you're doing. They try to make it seem like it's nothing when it's actually something, and they just don't want to acknowledge you, or they don't want to even give you the credit for the work that you do, but they want to sit there and they want to knock you down whenever they get an opportunity to knock you down. That's what they're going to do, because that makes them feel better. Whatever. I'm gonna burn the ancestor money. The Jericho Rose, I just thought it was a wonderful kind of concept. I like how God is put in it, divine. It's like, you say the Our Father prayer. Like, I thought it was a wonderful concept. I thought it was a wonderful thing to do, and that's why I did it, and that's why I talked about it on the channel. This is sold. It's sold like that. So it's not something that I just made up. I didn't make it up. Like, they sell it. I went to a spiritual supply store and they sold it as so. And they advised, oh, you can do this. And the directions tell you what to do. Like, you don't even have to sit there and talk to people on how you have to do it. Like, it comes with directions. But people will always knock you whenever you try to get closer to God. They're always going to try to knock you down. They're always going to try to tell you to stop. Even with the return to senders, they'll tell you, don't do a return to sender. Oh my God, that's the worst thing you could do. You're doing magic onto the people. No, you're not doing anything evil onto anyone. It has no name. It has no name. No name. It's not for anyone specific. It is a general return to sender. So if you're not doing evil onto someone else, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to affect the person doing the return to sender because they're not doing evil. So why is anything going to happen to them if they're not doing anything? They're just returning whatever evil has been put out, is just returning it back to whomever put it out there. So people will say, oh, don't do a return to sender. It's because they're out there doing evil and they don't want the evil to come back to them. So they're going to be like, don't do a return to sender. Oh my God, all this stuff is going to happen. And they're going to try to make it seem like, oh, something's going to happen to you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be free from all the shit that people keep throwing. They keep throwing it and you can send it back. You can send it back, and God is real. God is gonna watch over you. God is gonna cover you. God is gonna be there for you. And whatever you're praying for with your heart, with your good intentions, it's going to go back to whomever is putting it out there. And they're going to be fucked up. They're going to have bad luck. Like, all this stuff is going to happen to them. Why? Why is all this stuff happening to them? It's because they're the ones doing evil. That's why they're going through hell right now. That's why all this stuff is happening to them, because whatever energy that they put out, this is the energy they put out. All a return to sender does, it removes it from you and it returns it back to whomever put it out there. So stop doing this shit. Stop doing evil onto others, and it won't come back to you, because we can do a return to sender and we could send the energy back. That's what people fail to realize. We can send it back. We can send it back. God is real. Karma really happens. Like, you end up with karma. That's what happens. Whatever. Always lead with love. I'm gonna stay positive. Stay positive. Vibe high. I'm gonna bless my home with the water from this plant. I'm gonna sprinkle it on. I already did it. I already sprinkled it on the corners of my home, on my front door, the front and the back of the door. I did it everywhere, every corner of my house. I blessed it with the water from the Jericho Rose. And then it's like, there's nothing, it's God. It's like, I just want God's protection in my home. Like, I don't want nothing evil coming over here. Like, nothing can come over here. You could try, but everything, it's always gonna backfire. I am in New York City. Hold on. It went away. It's faint. The noise is still faint. It's still there, but I'm gonna do the return of senders. I always do the return of senders because it just returns the energy back to whomever put it out there. Anyone can get a Jericho Rose. Sometimes they sell it without the directions. Sometimes you can get it with the directions, but it's just a blessing. It's just something. Prayer is powerful. Like, I'm not a religious person. I don't go to church. I don't do none of that. But I'll pray. I'll pray to God, and I'll talk to God, and and I'll request what I want. Anyone can do that. Like, you don't have to be in church, or you don't have to be a specific religion, or you can pray to God, and it's okay. It's okay to pray to God. It's not a bad thing. I think the person saying that, like I'm saying, God is opening up the flower. Yes, it is biology. It's a thing of nature, but it can be used in prayer if you want to. You can bless the water if you want to. You don't have to get the Jericho Rose, and you don't have to do it. Like, it's just information I put out there. It can help you. It's the same as a return to senders. You don't have to do a return to sender, but it can help you. Ancestor money. You don't have to burn ancestor money, but it can help you. It can build a connection with your ancestors. I talk about it all the time because it can help you. It can really help you. That's why I talk about it so much. That's why I promote it. That's why I talk about it. I just want to help you. I'm not trying to do nothing else, but just make things a little bit easier for you. Like if things can get easier for me, they can get easier for you too. That's all. Always lead with love. Bye.